Today I have the brand new Tesla Model 3 standard range, and in this video I want to do the consumption test. I want to drive as efficient as possible to see what kind of consumption we can get from this rear-wheel drive Tesla Model 3. 18-inch wheels, winter tires, nice cap, original caps. Let's go inside the car and we will talk there because it's quite cold outside and it's raining. Now I will put the card right here. This car that I have with me, rear-wheel drive Model 3 2024 version, come with LFP battery. It's made in China, and it seems like all the quality and materials around here seems to be pretty good, even though this line here that many people complain about, it's quite nice a line, so I didn't find any flaws on the car. It's really good quality, and I really enjoy driving it. I drive it before. I come from my Tesla Model Y directly in this Tesla Model 3 standard range, and I have Tesla Model Y standard range, and I can give you the feedback. And I had a separate video about that, so if you want to check it out, because in this video we will focus only on consumption. Turn off completely the climatic system. I want to turn it off completely. Also, I don't want to have any heating on the seats, on the steering wheel and stuff like that. Also, we will set up the chill mode, comfort steering wheel, or basically, yeah, let me on comfort. We will go to trip, current drive, reset the current drive. I reset the current drive, and we will drive just normally like we would normally drive. 73% battery, 316 kilometers. Let's drive the car and let's see what kind of numbers we can get, and we will talk as we go. Also, press the brake. Now once you press the brake, you have two choices: or you slide it here up and down to reverse or drive, or up here you have some extra buttons that you can activate them in case this screen doesn't work. You press the brake and you put it in drive from up there, you put it in reverse from up here, and then you turn the signals from here, just like that. So basically it's quite easy to drive. It's a quite nice car, and probably one of the best offer quality price technology on the market that you can get these days. So I basically had a Tesla Model 3 before for I guess 4 years. I have it, and I love that car, and definitely I kind of miss it because Tesla Model 3 give you a much nicer driving feeling. It has a nicer sporty driving feeling added to it in comparison with Model Y. So yeah, if you like that sporty driving feeling, I think will make much more sense a Tesla Model 3. You can see in these curves it stays super lovely on the curves. Now basically on this new model the suspension are much better. You can immediately feel on this road here is not that good, it has some holes on it. You can basically now feel how the suspension and how the quality is improved. So Tesla learn from the past and come with new improvement, and this Tesla Model 3 it's definitely almost a complete car. I mean, it has almost everything. If it has a head-up display there, like I saw today and test on what car I test today, EV9, Kia EV9, and it has a head-up display, boy, was like perfect. You have all that navigation and speed and adaptive cruise control, autopilot, all that stuff was so good. And if it has a head-up display, this car was almost perfect. And yeah, Tesla Model Y the same, man. Tesla Model Y, it's incredible because you have so much space, and otherwise everything else. The only thing that you don't have in Tesla Model Y and you have in this Tesla Model 3 is the sporty feeling, that sporty handlings, that sticking to the ground. It's just insanely nice, that agility, and the aerodynamic, and also the efficiency. Because from my point of view, I think the weight ratio, how the car is set up, probably one of the most efficient electric car in the world these days. It's Tesla Model 3. This one has a 60 kilowatt hour battery, LFP battery, built in China. It's pretty light, the car. It feels relatively light basically, even though it has this rear wheel drive, only one electric motor. It feels super powerful. I drive it before and the power is not a problem. Of course, it's not as quick as long range from 0 to 100, but in terms of driving, cross pass other cars is no problem. The car is quick enough to go around, and it's more than perfect. Now we have consumption 133 watt-hour per kilometer until now, so that's just fine. Yeah, it's good. That's just fine. The sound insulation, it's much more improved from the previous version, Model 3. I basically can't hear too much noise from outside right now. It's really good. It's perfect. I mean, I don't feel like I need more sound insulation than it is right now. I think it's just the way it should be. I have to go outside here. Yeah, let me go out here. Basically, I can get used with those buttons on the steering wheel. They are not hard to use. The only thing that you can't get used is the turning signal when you have to take left, right, roundabout. That will be complicated. That probably in the future they can improve that by adding the turning signals when you set the navigation. You set the navigation and the navigation know that you go out on the second exit. Then the turning signal will automatically engage, and then will make sense. But yeah, even so, it's still dangerous to do that. So probably we will see in future some kind of these option and these variants and these solving problem. You can see there in the corner the blind spot technology. Right now I want to just drive like the speed limit like normal. Man, in those curves it stays so fun. Boy, it's so fun. The side support is much better. The seats are much nicer than the previous version. I feel so comfortable here. I wish I have it on my Model Y. I wait for so many months to test this standard range, because I test the long range and I was really curious how is the standard range. I was like crazy curious. I want to test out, and now that I test it, I have to tell you, I definitely like it. Here you can activate autopilot, by the way, very simple. You press this wheel and activate. It's engaged right now and it works lovely. I tested a little bit earlier today and it was perfect. Stays between the lanes, accelerate, braking, depending what the car in front will do, and you just have to have your hands on the steering wheel. They come with a new feature that updates somehow the autopilot and safety system. They use this camera up here to see your face. If your face is heading toward, or if you have the hands on the steering wheel, they will give you some warning there on the screen. Plus, if you get 5 warnings, like disengaging warnings on one trip, then you will have suspended this autopilot for 1 week, but only when they disengage you with red and then disengage you, like you don't pay attention to the road and stuff like that. But otherwise it works lovely. Nice. We have 163 watt-hour per kilometer consumption until now. We will do a few trips also here and we see in the end. Really curious. Winter tires, the tire pressure is perfect. 3.1 bars, 4.2 psi, so it's perfect. The tire pressure is really good. Man, it stays. I love how the car is taking those curves. And the surprisingly thing is that I drive a lot of electric cars and I drive a lot of cars in general, and I have to be honest with you, something that I notice in Tesla Model 3 in general and even Model Y is the fact that even if you drive, for example, twisty road fast, you try to drive faster, you didn't feel sick. I don't know, you didn't feel that sickness that you feel from the cars. Because when I drive other fast cars, like for example Volvo EX30, and I drive another electric car, I don't remember right now the name, ID7 for example, it feels so quick and different that you feel sick sometimes. It's so fast. Of course they are good cars, great cars, quick cars, but at some point you feel sick. But here when you drive Model 3 and you drive fast, I don't know how they set up this stability handlings, and the heaviness of the car doesn't make you feel sick. I don't know if that makes sense for you, but maybe it's just my illusion, or maybe it's true, but this is what I noticed, that I don't feel sick at all. Anyway, now let's go out of here. Yeah, this is a little bit, you see, when you want to move fast and turn the signals fast, then it's a little bit problematic when you have to look at the fingers and at the buttons. Anyway, let's go back. We have consumption, check this out, 0.84, 90 watt-hour per kilometer. Incredible consumption until now. We will see, because we go uphill now, the consumption will probably grow like the speed. But I'm really curious if I can get under 100 watt-hour per kilometer. That will be insane, man. Anyway, I know it's crazy good in terms of efficiency, but I still want to drive in the speed limit, so I'm not trying to stretch it too much. I mean, I drive like all other cars, don't want to do too much. One pedal drive, as you probably know. Just release the acceleration, press the acceleration. The car doesn't even use the brake pads, so you basically have to make the service from time to time, because they need to be clean, but otherwise you don't even need to worry about the brake pads and stuff like that. It's lovely. Now 133 watt-hour per kilometer consumption until now. Climatic system or heating, it's all off, just to make sure. Or let's don't forget that the car comes with a heating pump, so it has that heating pump. So that means even if I turn on the heating right now on level 1, the consumption will basically probably remain the same around there. So doesn't affect too much. It affects a little bit, but not too much. So that's another plus. I kind of miss this driving position with my legs almost stretch, because on Model Y you stay a little bit like that, where here you stay much more stretch. I don't know if you see it on the camera. You have much more kind of relaxing position right here than in Model Y. So it's good for long trips because your legs will stay stretched. And those seats are much nicer. I like them. They are bigger, they are nicer. They are much brighter here in this area, so it feels much more comfy. And it's quiet, You can also notice for yourself that you don't hear too much noise from outside, and this is because of the, check this out. And when you close the windows, you basically don't hear anymore. Release the acceleration, recuperate energy. It stays wonderful on those curves. Love the driving feeling, man. And the steering, it's so direct, so precise. It's just, it doesn't have any delay or lag. It's just directly, you steer. Lovely feeling. And right now engaging autopilot again, rolling smooth and nice. It's just perfect. I would love to take the car for a longer trip. Maybe if I get the car for 1-2 days, I will definitely want to do a range test, make the battery full and drive it completely to see what will be the numbers in the end. I'm really curious to make a test, a comparison between Model Y and Model 3 to see in real life this difference of range. Efficiency wise, it's lovely. It's crazy good. Look at this, 127 watt-hour per kilometer. It's something that I never saw on my Tesla Model Y, to be honest. I never saw it before, 126. Even if I drive like that, even if I stop the climatic system and everything, yeah, it's just this one. It's much better. It's definitely much better. Let me go on the first lane. Engage autopilot again, and then the car will do the job for me. This is the voice command. I press it by mistake here. Wow, look at this. It stays so good on this heavy curve. It was really hard to take this curve on autopilot. Basically, it's super hard curve, and it's managing to do a great job. Even here, stay between the lanes just perfectly. That's just perfect. Now I have to take the control, because now it comes even a heavier curve. Also, you can press it one more time and disengage it. You don't have to press the brake, you just press this wheel and you disengage autopilot. And you can see one pedal drive. That means it goes to a stop plus engage auto hold. That's all the electric car should have. This one pedal drive plus engage the auto hold. 118 watt-hour per kilometer consumption until now. Yeah, if I go under 100, I'm really happy. But still, very good numbers. Very good numbers. And the car was basically cold. The battery is not warm because they have it there for I think 2 days. Nobody test drive it, so that mean the battery was pretty cold. It's not hot. It's quite winter, 9 degrees outside, so it's not, doesn't have perfect condition for. And also it has winter tires. And let's see the tire pressure: 3.2, 2.91 on the right, and 3.1. Is not perfectly, but still there are winter tires, so probably in the summer with summer tires, perfect conditions, you can get even better numbers. But I basically want to go on the right side here. Here in the night time you can see also the ambient light a little bit better. Oh, look at this, it's lovely, right? Pedals feel great, good quality, smooth and nice. Ambient light, it's also pleasant. You have ambient light on the legs, of course, also there on the legs. How much we have? 118 watt-hour per kilometer. It's quite nice. Quite nice number. The grip on the steering wheel, it's also super nice. Love the quality. It comes with matrix LED lights, and with the latest update, Tesla improve the headlamps. That mean now the car is able to dim down only the pixels from the cars ahead, from the left side, for example. So that's very smart. In the nighttime, very useful because you have a much better visibility. I hope they bring this update also on the Model Y. That will be super useful, or at least on all the cars, Tesla cars, that have these matrix LED headlamps. Probably they will. Nice. Definitely much more silent, much better over the bumps. Also, I noticed that this screen here, it's quite a little bit more responsive than on my Tesla Model Y. Not too much, but a little bit more responsive. We can basically park it here. Or not. Let me go back in reverse. 121 watt-hour per kilometer consumption until now. Pretty good, right? I don't know. I think it's great. I think it's a great number. I don't know how many cars will show you these kind of numbers. 121 watt-hour per kilometer. Oh my god, it's insane. It's insanely good. It's really good. Just leave it like that. I have to move it anyway after all. Good, let me show you. 121 watt-hour per kilometer was in 12 kilometers, 20 minutes. I didn't drive on the highway super high speed. I hope I will get the car to get a little bit longer distance, because now I have a kind of limited time. But this is it, guys. You saw the trip, you saw how I drive. I think it's great. I think it's crazy efficient. I think on my Tesla Model Y standard range, I never get those numbers, even if I drive like that. Probably I will test it as well to see, but very good, very good. Love it. As I expected, very good. Drag coefficient of this one, if I remember well, it's 0.19, something like that. So it's really good. So it's probably one of the most aerodynamic car in the world. Incredible numbers. Great car. Totally love it. So guys, that was the video. I hope you get some useful information from here. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Thank you very much to all of you that watching my videos. If you want to buy a car, if you want to test drive the car, basically you can go at any Tesla dealership. If you want to buy a Tesla and you need a referral code, I will leave you mine on the description, also on the screen. If you want to use my referral code, you will receive, I think, discounts in some countries. In some countries you will receive points to buy kilometer free for superchargers and stuff like that. Not sure, because Tesla always change this referral program, change the benefits, and sometimes you receive credits that you can buy accessories or transform it in free supercharging, or sometimes you receive discounts. So you have to check in which country you are. So yeah, the link will be in the description. Lovely car as always. I'm still, and I will still remain a fan, and love it. Thank you for watching. See you soon in the next one. Bye guys.